Hi, Key Stage 1. So I thought I would read you the next little part of our class book, Evie in the Jungle by Matt Haig. So Miss Blackborough read the first 3 chapters. So if you've not heard that yet, you need to go back and find that video and hear that first. And then I'm going to read from chapter 4, and that's the Pink Dolphins of Peru. Evie quickly realised there wasn't just one dolphin, there was another and another and another and another and 6! 6 dolphins. They burst out of the water one after the other, as pink as Evie had hoped they would be. Evie remembered reading in Animals of the Amazon that when the dolphins were young, they were a normal dolphin grey, but by the time they reached adulthood, they would grow pink, and the male dolphins tended to be pinker than the females. "Told you we'd see them," said Barbara. "This is incredible," Evie's dad shouted as all 6 jumped out of the water together. "It's very rare to see so many all at once," said Ernesto. 1 or 2, maybe, but 6? It hardly ever happens. This is lucky. A lucky sign." Evie concentrated hard to pick up on what the dolphins were thinking and saying to each other. "This is fun," one said. "Let's race the boat," said another. "I just ate a turtle," said a third. "I hate turtles. They get stuck in my teeth, even worse than crabs." "No, turtles are yum, crunchy yumminess, and good for your teeth." "Whoosh," said another one, jumping through the air. Evie tried to send a thought to them. The thought wasn't particularly deep or clever thought. It was, "Hello, I am the human girl on the boat. Can you see me?" The dolphins seemed confused by this. "Did you hear something?" one asked. I think I might have." And then the dolphins went quiet and disappeared out of sight, only to reappear moments later as they popped up beside the boat. "Hello, human girl." "Yes, hello, human girl. What is that you were eating?" It's a taku. It's human food. I don't think dolphins would like it." "Try us," whistled one of the dolphins, the pinkest and largest with a few scratches on his face. They were quite a fighty species, Evie remembered reading. So Evie shared out the delicious fried rice and bean dumpling with all 6 of the dolphins before her dad saw what she was doing. "Evie, you can't do that." "Oops, better go," said the large dolphin. The dolphins disappeared and Evie watched their pink bodies fade away into the river. An hour later, they saw more jungle being destroyed. They sailed past smoke and fire, and Evie heard the howling thoughts of howler monkeys as they scrambled across the canopies. But then she heard a close thought, coming from the water's edge. A slow, heavy thought. "Help me." Evie saw a creature hanging from the low branch of a tree that was dangling over the water's edge. A strangely shaped, furry creature with a small head and long, floppy limbs. Can you guess what it is? It's a sloth. Okay, next chapter. The Incredibly Daring Rescue. "Over there!" Evie pointed and shouted so Ernesto could hear. "Over there, look, a sloth, it needs our help." "She's right," said Jerry, staring through his binoculars. "There is no way we can reach it," Ernesto said. "Look, the fire is getting closer to the edge, and all the smoke is far too dangerous." Evie didn't like this. "But we have to, it's in danger." "Yes," said her dad, scratching his beard with his usual worried expression. "And so would we be if we went over there. We have to keep moving down the river. The smoke is spreading, Evie, please." "Sloths can swim," said Ernesto. "They're actually great swimmers. It'll be fine." But Evie could hear the thoughts of this particular sloth and realised it was too paralysed by shock to do anything. I don't... The sloth was thinking with slow worry as it clung onto the branch of the tree. Evie felt sad and angry, and fear clasped her brain like the sloth to the branch. And this fear was the sloth's fear, which she almost felt as her own. And then a thought arrived in her head. It wasn't her thought. It wasn't even the sloth's thought. It was a thought from below, from the river. "What's the matter?" the thought asked. Evie peered over the side of the boat and saw a flash of pink below the murky water's surface. The river dolphin rose up and peered out into the air. It was the large one she'd seen earlier. "Listen, remember all that yummy food I gave you?" "Of course," said the dolphin. "Well, I need a favour. Look, see the animal on the bank? That freaky-looking thing." Yes," said Evie, "that freaky-looking thing. I'd like you to go and rescue her. I'll tell her to get on your back and then you bring her to the boat. Can you do that?" The dolphin bobbed its head underwater, then came back above the surface. "Do you have more food?" "I'll do it for more food." Evie turned and saw that Ernesto had an uneaten fried dumpling in his cabin. "We do, and it's yours if you go over and save that sloth's life." She's really scared and I don't think she'll be able to swim. But you've got to be quick. The fire is spreading. You see that? The dolphin disappeared without another thought. Evie was worried. She had no idea if it was going to help or not, but as the seconds became minutes, she thought all hope was lost. But then she saw a bulbous pink head burst out of the water near the sloth. Get on his back, sloth, Evie fired the thought like an arrow through the smoke-filled air. It's okay, you're going to drop off the branch because the tree is going to burn soon. We're going to save your life. And the thought must have reached it because the sloth, very slowly, crawled further along the branch. Oh, I must. It's hi, here goes. And then, splash. It dropped and flopped and splashed into the water. Oh no, said Evie, she fell in. Oh no, I missed. What's going on? Ernesto asked. Evie's trying to save that sloth's life, her dad explained. My daughter communicates with animals. Ernesto's eyes widened. He suddenly looked very excited. I knew it! I read about her. The story was in all the newspapers. Even in Peru she's famous. I knew it, ever since I saw her nodding at that giant otter we saw. Evie was hardly listening. She was watching to see the dolphin come out of the water again with the sloth on its back. I have never seen anything like this, said Ernesto. Yes! Evie shouted out loud. As the dolphin and its load made its way towards the boat, Evie went into the ship's cabin. What are you doing? Ernesto asked, confused. I'm stealing your taku-taku. You see, I bribed the dolphin. Evie said her dad, you're not meant to steal things. But Ernesto laughed. It seems like a better cause than my big belly. And then the dolphin was there with the worried wet sloth on its back. Be careful of his fingernails, the dolphin warned. They're scratchy. Ernesto leant over the boat and helped the sloth off the dolphin's back and onto the deck. The sloth looked up at Evie with sleepy eyes. Thank you. Evie smiled. Hey, it's okay. Let's get you dry. Come into the sun. I hope you enjoyed those next 2 chapters. One of us will be back to read the next few chapters very, very soon. Okay, make sure you follow what we're doing. And don't forget that we're using Evie in the Jungle as our Eric over the next few weeks. So take care, everybody. Have a lovely time. See you soon. Bye-bye.